We're watching the beauty pageants, Trump keeping Inácio on the back burner, right, my friends? Well, there was the agreement. We saw it. We're watching Magnifica's withdrawal at Xandão, that meeting in another country, which had Lula and Trump. But the President of the United States wanted a guy in the White House, you know, in that style. And the meeting is going to happen now, in the next few days. Both Trump and Rubio are preparing a rather unpleasant surprise for Inácio. His congressmen are now being directly reported by Secretary Rubio. Because of the outrageousness, that woman, Taliria Petroni. Lula is going to do a favor for Brazilian society by going to the United States. Trump made it clear. He said something like, "I'm not just a buddy, I'm a buddy. Come here, we'll talk." You'll see, I'll show you a little bit here so you can understand. Hit the like button, leave your opinion here. Your comments are very important. Come be a part of our family, my friends. Before we start, I want you to take a look at this image here. Do you see it? It's me in Adriles. Look at how big my face was. Look at the size. This other video here that I made for TikTok, I made it about 5 or 6 months ago. Look at my double chin. Look at the size of my face. Look how swollen I was. 20 kilos heavier, 20 kilos heavier. Now, I want you to take a look at this other image here. You see it, guys. Slim Faber, this product here that I advertise on the channel, here on our channel, it's official. Okay, it's official. It's a place with more discounts because I have a partnership directly with the owner of Slim Faber. Why? It was through this little product here that I managed to lose 20 kilos. 20 kilos. I used to weigh 105 kilos, and today I'm at 85, thanks to Slim Faber. So, if you're thinking about going on a diet, we know it's the end of the year, right? Or the beginning of the year and all that. To stay in shape, I use Slim Faber. It's a little powder, you put it in water, stir it, and it gives you that feeling of fullness, you know? And you'll be able to lose inches. If I can do it, why can't you do it too, right? It's a great product to fight obesity, to help us lose weight and look good. It's an excellent opportunity. All the results are here. All the results right here. A few months ago, 20 kilos. I'm living proof that I managed to lose weight. I made a direct deal with Slim. You won't be able to buy it at our price anywhere else. This is the best deal on the entire internet. So the link is right here, just below. Don't miss this chance. Lose weight, get slim, and look great. Your quality of life will improve. The link is just below. Look at how things are developing, right? Trump softened up Inácio, and now he'll have to show up at the White House. Trump confirms the invitation and says he wants Lula on the Peace Council, and so on. Lula denied it, saying it was also another trap, a trap set by the President of the United States for the guy. Let's see if you're on the side of Hamas or if you're really on the side of the interests of freedom, right? It's clear, Lula. We all know which side he's on. That Taliria Petroni posted a tweet. These last few hours. A pitiful man. Pitiful, that's what Trump is. According to documents released today by the Department of Justice, lying outrageously, right? Released thousands of pages on the Epstein case. Trump allegedly left a girl. It's terrible. It's telling that he's one of the leaders of the far right. She mentioned Diego Mugueta, a major influencer, and he replied, "Deliria no big rock." Trump signed the law to release the documents, including the case against him. He has already been acquitted. It's terrible to have a leader who tried to kill a cellmate during the military regime. That case that Reinaldo Azevedo himself, back when he wasn't a stooge for Inácio? Oh, actually, he always was, right? By extension, he exposed the MEP kid there and all, of course. Even Folha de São Paulo reported it too. Folha de São Paulo. But her Twitter that she wrote, This outrageous thing, people are already sharing it there. Look, with the United States Embassy, with the American Secretary of State, right? Marco Rubio and the State Department are all tagged here too. The lady, this profile, even look, she only posted in English here. Look. Taliria Petrone, a member of the Socialist Party in the Brazilian Legislative Parliament, accuses Trump of being one. This is a false and serious accusation that damages the honor of the President of the United States. She tagged Secretary Rubio and tagged President Trump himself. Today you can tell, right? Who is who, Trump? You already know that this Aquarius woman here from Partido dos Trabalhadores, from Partido Socialismo e Liberdade, is one of Inácio's biggest allies in this whole misgovernment. We know who Trump is here, right? Many lawsuits will come, including for some Brazilian newspapers. Trump responds to the Epstein files saying, "The documents clear me and frustrate the radical left."
What do you think about the latest publications of the files that claim your critics will be satisfied? Oh, should be.
Because it looked like this guy Wolf, who's a writer, was conspiring with Epstein to do harm to me, and I didn't see it myself. But I was told by some very important people that not only does it absolve me, it's the opposite of what people were hoping. You know, the radical left, that Wolf, who's a third-rate writer, was conspiring with Jeffrey Epstein to hurt me politically or otherwise. And that came through loud and clear, so we'll probably sue Wolf by then. Maybe the Epstein estate, I'm not sure, but we'll definitely sue.
Want to sue the Epstein estate?
Well, maybe, since he teamed up with Wolf to harm me, politically, that's not a friend.
There will be lawsuits for many people. Imagine the meeting here. Just look. Lula and Trump. Vieira and Rubio talk about preparations for the meeting between Lula and Trump. That Mauro Vieira guy, this rookie, is already terrified. I'll show you soon. The guy from Foreign Affairs here spoke on the phone with the United States Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, yesterday to discuss the preparations for Lula's visit to Washington, where the man will meet with the American leader, Donald Trump. Last Monday, during the call between Trump and Lula, the presidents agreed to carry out the visit. The date of the meeting in the United States, set after Lula's trip to India and South Korea, will be in February. According to Itamaraty, Vieira and Rubio also discussed topics on the bilateral agenda, such as trade and cooperation in security. Lula kept in phone contact with the United States Secretary, during which they discussed several topics, including the last phone conversation between Lula and Trump. The leaders mentioned the Peace Council, but Inácio still hasn't decided if he'll join. Of course not. He can't go against Hamas, which is a major ally of his. He hates Israel and honors Hamas. Lula proposed that the body presented by the United States be limited to the issue of Gaza and provide for a settlement for Palestine. He also reiterated the importance of a Brazilian-led reform of the United Nations. The leaders, including Trump and Inácio, discussed both countries' economic indicators and shared their impressions. Regarding Venezuela, Lula emphasized the importance of preserving peace and stability in the region and working for the well-being of the Venezuelan people. He will work for the well-being of the Venezuelan people. Lula Justo. Venezuela's situation is like this because he always backed Maduro and Chavez always supported Brazil and Venezuela. They destroyed us. But we remember these scenes here. Trump kept Lula on hold until now. Took his time with him. Let's go and all that. This one here, look, is that meeting where the president of South Africa, right, was with Trump? And Trump brought a television into the Oval Office to show it to the whole world, right? The president of South Africa and his government faced militants like Ta Ali Dentro Petroleo, who called for the assassination of white farmers. Trump shut it down, the guys got there, and Trump put up a big screen, like, look.
I'm going to Petroleo on Wednesday.
Quiqueiro Camansa broke.
Come on, damn it, hit it. Hit it, hit it, hit it.
Hit it.
Let him hit it.
These are images of members of the South African government calling for the death of white farmers there in South Africa. What if Trump did that? Trump ended all aid to South Africa. Imagine Trump calling Lula there at the White House, and Trump showing the images from January 9th, right? When those thousands of people, they were put in a concentration camp at Alexandre de Moraes, set up at the federal police and deceived, right? In the treachery that the generals committed against people in Operation Perfidy, those thousands of people. There were children there, children were seen, there were even dogs, cats, chickens. There was everything there. There were all kinds of people who were taken, and they also had their little animals with them. Imagine these images being shown inside the White House, in front of Lula, and then Lula. Imagine Trump exposing the director of the federal police himself, putting the director of the federal police on display. He even wanted to get into the Guinness Book. The largest number of people arrested at once. And then I don't think Trump will ignore what Lula did since he broke the agreement. So far, Xandão, he didn't fulfill, in this case, the freedom of President Bolsonaro or the victims of January 8th. And why do we talk about this? Since in Venezuela, Delcy Rodriguez is currently filling in for Maduro. Herself. She just ended the concentration camps, the political prisons, and all those people who were being tortured. And Lula used to say there was no torture, that there was none of that over there in Venezuela, that they were all people from an extremely democratic background, that they were all in favor of democracy. With thousands of people imprisoned, including being tortured, this trip is going to expose so much, my friends. At least that's what we're expecting, because Trump was waiting for this moment when Lula would be at the White House, at his house, at his house. Things won't turn out as well as the Partido dos Trabalhadores supporter thought. That's why Polero changed his welcome and is always desperate about Rubio. And also exposing these absurdities that his own supporters, his base's congressmen, are saying about Trump, lying to him like this, saying he's the offalo, that he's this, that he's that. Let's see how Lula will respond to the images that the whole world will see there at the White House. Share this video on WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook, and like it. Subscribe to join our family. I'll be back soon. More on the Pais e Filhos, Fabiano Guiguet channel.